All right, greetings, adventurers, and well met. Master of Dungeons here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/themasterofdungeons. It is Tuesday night of Horror Week, time for some Vecna Eve of Ruin. We're waiting for some of the players to finish getting their stuff together. We'll turn some cameras on. We'll step over here and turn on, let's see here, there we go. We got Rinley on camera. There we go. Got Devon on camera. We go. All right. Well, welcome in, everyone. It is Tuesday, as I mentioned, back to another episode of Vecna Eve of Ruin. The characters have been going through the multiverse, trying to stop Vecna, the arch-lich god of many different worlds, most notably Greyhawk. And they are on the search for the Rod of Seven Parts, well, the pieces of the Rod of Seven Parts, that they believe might, or they were told, might be able to thwart Vecna's plans of reshaping the world in his liking. And currently they find themselves on the world of Kryn, the continent of Ansalon, and are currently trying to infiltrate a vault known as the Three Moons Vault, a old vault that was dedicated to the three deities of the three different moons in Kryn that has since fallen under the sway of the forces of Lord Soth. And they had finished what they thought they had finished off some warriors that were defending the keep. And at the last moment, they heard, "You fools!" And all of the veterans raise up as ghouls. Give me a moment to pull them over. We are still on initiative. You still have the one veteran that is still mezzed over here, and you also still have this veteran that was knocked unconscious right there. Devana, you are right here.
Would you like me to roll into an initiative?
I would love for you to roll into initiative, yes. Go ahead and roll into initiative for me, but do so with disadvantage. Do so with disadvantage, okay. as if you were surprised. You know, kind of popping up out of the bag of holding. Oh, I can't breathe.
I normally would have advantage, so
just straight roll, yeah. Just straight roll.
Okay. Okie dokie. Getting my sheet up. There we go. Oh, I was very surprised. Natural one.
Very surprised. Still faster than DOS. All right, so this veteran is still mezzed by the, this is round, what round is this? This is round 5. This one is still mezzed, and this one is unconscious. And my apologies to the viewers. I forgot to have the characters do introductions, the players to introduce their characters again. So before we start with the veterans, and Rinley will be up first after them, let's go ahead and have everybody reintroduce your characters. So Agnoth, if you would remind everyone who you're playing. My apologies, everyone.
Sure. Agnoth is an artificer, specifically an armorer from Exandria. He is a gnoll from one of the villages in the Kryn dynasty, and is currently maintaining, I think it's hypnotic pattern on what the last non-threatening veteran around here, and I guess we'll see if that holds, because there's a lot of ghouls about.
All right, thank you very much, Agnoth. And then we have Blink.
My name's Greg. I play Blink, he, him on both accounts. Echo Knight level, whatever we are, 15. I knocked out the one over there because Blink is a pacifist at heart, or actually doesn't really have much in the heart or the brain except for what Captain Renly tells him to do. And that is, I think, going to be to clear the field, but I'm going to wait for my marching orders.
All right, thank you, Blink. And then we have the aforementioned Captain Renly.
Hey everybody, I'm Greg. I play Captain Renly. He's a Asimar, Pact of the Tome, Fathomless Warlock. He's also level 15 and is trying to find a way to get these ghouls out of his way, and also direct blink that the salivating crazy thing trying to bite him is bad and doesn't want to talk to us.
All right, thank you very much, Ridley. And then we have Das the Blessed.
Yes, Das the Blessed is a 6'8" minotaur of pure strength and leadership, taking over the captainship as that whole nonsense was happening over there between Blink and Renly. For those of you who've been watching the last few episodes, you also know that Renly kind of has relinquished his crown pretty, whether intentionally or not. Let's see. Das is an Oath of Conquest paladin, actually from this Kryn. So he is happy to be home, and apparently we're trying to very much keep him away from the other Das that is here. Off multiverse shenanigans might not end up going in our favor. My name is Talos the Stormlord, and Das and I are both he, him.
All right, thank you, Das. And then we have Davana, who is...
I'm Sarah.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Davana, we found out while we were missing our cleric, she's feeling better now. She was very ill, but she's feeling much better now. So go ahead, Davana.
Yes, hi, I'm Sarah. I'm playing Davana. Sorry, I was out sick last week. I thought I was laying down for a quick nap and woke up 6 hours later to find I had missed the game. So sorry, and so sorry that I missed it. And I pop up to consciousness, and I go, oh my God, who's hurt? Davana is a Twilight cleric who is just obsessed with keeping this party alive.
All right, thank you, Davana. And then we have Minerva.
Hello, I'm Dana, she, they, playing Minerva, she, her, from the Menagerie Coast in the Exandria campaign, originally. Also 1115, custom lineage, aberrant mind sorcerer. She got her a little twisted after playing with some cursed relics, probably. And speaking of relics, she's really happy that last time she got to finally use her section of the rod to cast reverse gravity, which she thought would get rid of all these guys, but here they are, ghouls wanting our flesh. She'll see what she can do with what few resources she has left.
All right, thank you very much, Minerva. And yes, back to the turn order. It is indeed Renly's turn.
Hey, Mitch, if I go right here, can I lightning bolt these three in a line?
If you wanted to get 3 of them in a line, let me see here. We can draw it. See if we can draw it this way. Tap to corner.
I know there's elevation there too, so I just wanted to...
You could get these 2. You can get the top, this one and this one, or you can get this one and this one.
Let's do the first 2 with the lightning bolts.
Fire away.
I suppose we wouldn't want to toast Das, would we?
I mean, he was running his mouth, but no.
No, please, go ahead. I'll be fine.
Everybody likes a good brisket.
I love how confident he is in his cleric.
I still never got this dang lightning bolt to do the damage correctly. It's 10d8. It's a dexterity save of 20.
Sure. A dex save of 20. Disadvantage to DOS. Oh no. On your next D20 check.
8d6.
Oh.
Oh no.
I don't think the chat likes your coup attempt.
A 38 lightning. Oh, that will.
Lightning.
Sorry, keep going.
Oh, I was just going to say that will kill both of these ghouls.
And then
Lightning ravaging their bodies as they fall to the ground.
I imagine Blink is looking at me like this, waiting to ask a question. And I just go, nope, they're not friendly, kill them. And I walk back here. That's it.
All right. Minerva. Oh, yeah, my apologies. You also want to see what dropped down from above there. My apologies.
What?
Oh no!
What is
Right
that?
next to Divana.
I can't see because it has light as a big yellow dot on front of it.
Yes, it's because it says that it's 2 feet up. It looks to be some sort of graven-colored, ashen-looking humanoid that does seem to have emitting black and green eldritch magics from their hands. You do recognize that it may be some sort of necromancer.
Oh no, Devana's my second favorite.
Okay.
Put him in
All
the
right.
initiative.
And I'm up, and I see that.
Yes.
All right.
He is about 20 feet up,
That's okay.
kind of
I
looking
believe
over
it.
a ledge.
I have really, as long as I can see him, I think. Let's see. Let me see what is it. Okay. So I am going for one of my big guns because I only have like first level spells and a few higher level spells. But this I get for 10 minutes. So I am going to cast telekinesis.
All right.
And I am going to try and what do I get to do to him? Grab him, right? Can I like try and grab him? What is it? You could try and move an object, or is it just moving? No. Telekinetic grip.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and grip that crazy mage guy.
All right. Telekinetic grip. Try to move a huge or smaller creature. Make an ability check with your spell. Oh, I'm sorry. Creatures restrained in your telekinetic grip. So the creature must make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by the creature's strength. All right, so it is going to attempt its strength check.
And so I just do a charisma check. Is that what I'm doing?
No, it's your spell save. Spellcasting.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
yeah. No, I'm sorry. You
20.
do. Yes, you make. I'm sorry. My apologies. You make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested. So you make his charisma check. He makes a strength check.
I can use that meta magic thing. Do we start with inspiration? Just wondering.
Not if you don't have it from last session.
Okay. But actually, I think I have that medic magic thing where I can redo it on an ability check. Okay, so it's just a straight charisma, right?
Correct.
Normal roll. Let's see. I did horrible.
Ooh,
But
you
I-
rolled a natural
but I think-
20.
God, it's probably not even use it. I believe I can use meta magic to redo that, right? Features and traits. Where's that thing?
If you have spell or sorcery points available and you have an ability to do so.
Yep. When you have an ability check that fails, you can spend a sorcery point to re-roll the d20.
All
I'm
right.
going to try re-roll the d20. So.
You can do it.
Again.
You can
I
do
can
it. You need a 15 or higher on your roll with the +5. Nice. Oh no, you
What?
failed by
So yeah,
1.
19. By 1. Yep.
By
That's all right.
1.
It was worth it, but I still have it up, so I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
I'm concentrating. Are any of these ghouls on a ledge?
This one's up with you guys. This one's over here with Blink. It's not really a ledge. Like I said, you can easily move up and down them. Not really necessarily difficult terrain. It's just like from the area that came in, kind of fell down and kind of broke the moat area right here.
I'm just trying to shove them. I was hoping I'd shove them down.
Which
But,
one?
you know. I'll do this one over here.
Okay. We attempt a strength saving throw. DC is a 20. It will fail. Moving back over there with forced movement. Anything else for Minerva?
I'm just gonna kind of move right over here behind Renly.
All
A little
right.
bit. Oh wait, I wanted to be able to see this guy in case he tries to counterspell anything. So I guess I'm not moving.
All right. The ghouls are up. Welcome back to the fold, Devana. This ghoul is going to move in that direction.
Concentrating.
This ghoul's already down here, but it's going to go ahead and move back up to. mean, they are just ghouls. They're not extremely intelligent, right? Not at all. So it's going to move back towards what it thinks is a person over here. And then these two are going to stay on Blink, and this one's going to stay on Das. So the one on Blink's Echo first. Taking a claw attack. AC of 20.
Yep, 19 is all it needs, and I'm just going to move him off because I'll summon him back. He's gone.
No problem. The one that is on Blink now. AC of 16 will miss. The one that is on Das will miss.
Yep.
And then there's one on Devana. Devana, would you like to use your reaction?
Yes, I would. I do believe that is my last one of those. Double checking. Yes, that is my last one until we rest.
All right, so that is 10 slashing instead of 16. And since you are custom lineage and technically not an elf or an undead, could you please give me a Constitution saving throw?
Oh, yes. Is this against magic?
This would not be against magic.
Okay. Rolled at advantage anyhow. So take it. It's the
15.
12.
No, I always take the
That should-
left. I always take the left number unless you have advantage or disadvantage.
Okay.
So you are not
If it was magic, I would
paralyzed.
have had.
No worries, you are not paralyzed. That brings us to Blink.
So no talkie, sir, right?
Yes, hit.
Okay. First, I'll pop out the Echo back here. Somehow I moved him through a wall,
I gotcha.
which means I can't bring him up high to attack the Necromancer, which is unfortunate. But he's gonna come out here and take a swing at this ghoul
Okay.
who killed him before.
I will hit. Felling that ghoul to the ground dead.
All right. Then the real Blink will hit the one to his northwest, or attempt to.
Oh, that will hit. That will strike that one down.
All right. Then I will come down here, and I'm going to just gingerly elbow Das out of the way and say, just sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And that will slay that one.
I'm done.
All right, Devana.
I scanned my friends, and none of them seem to be too terribly hurt. I don't have Twilight Sanctuary up, correct?
Correct.
I will pop up also my last Twilight Sanctuary. Goodness gracious, we need a rest. And
I would remind you that there's a ghoul directly below you that did strike you.
19 to all of my friends at the end of their turn. Bonus action. I'm gonna do something I rarely do and Misty Step away.
Okay.
I'm just kind of orienting myself back to consciousness, and I'm gonna Misty Step over to there as my bonus action, and that'll be it for me.
Okay. The Necromancer Wizard is up. You can see him up above Minerva as he seems to be either using levitation or some sort of flight and comes down to the ground. As he does, he holds up his hands and you hear him making some sort of incantation. You see a mist start to
It's casting a
flow
spell.
all around you. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check if you want. Renly, you're right there as well if you want to give me an Arcana check.
I think she's got it.
It does not seem to be any spell whatsoever that you recognize.
Okay.
but this mist starts to rise up from the ground. You can hear the ghoul, the remaining ghoul, start to choke as their bodies start to disappear. As you look around, your companions seem to disappear into the mists. As you do, you hear the figure that had used this. Good luck. Vecna sends his regards.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's nice of him.
I mean, guards just protect you.
Does my telekinesis stay up? That's what I want to know.
Well, you do sense that it is still up, but
Okay.
you can like see the fog and mist all around you. What would you like to do?
Anyone see through this stuff? Wave my fan? I don't know.
I've got an excellent sense of direction, so I could just find my way out of here.
Do you call off? As you call off for one another, you kind of can almost hear the echo of your voices, almost as if you're in something large, perhaps a cavern, but you can't really see anything but this mist all around you. Everyone give me an insight check. Save for Minerva, except for Minerva.
Okay.
Actually, no, Minerva can make the check too.
I feel very insightful.
I do not.
I know my echo is talking.
Agnoth and Devana. Did I miss somebody else in there? We have Agnoth, 3. No, we got them all. Okay. Agnoth and Devana, you recognize the just the scent and the moistness of the mist all around you, and the way it feels on your skin, and it kind of starts to coat your armor and stuff like that. It's very similar to the mists that drew you twice into a realm called Barovia.
Oh man.
We're back, I think.
Oh no.
Everyone,
So
go
we
ahead
hear
and give
the
me.
echo?
It's
Yeah, you can hear each other's echoes. Everyone, go ahead and give me a group survival check.
Ooh, not my forte. Oh, but I did okay.
Blink and Minerva, well, with the help of Das and Devana, you are all able to. DC is just 12. You're able to, kind of group up in this mist, and you feel a quick drop, almost as if you're like the recognize the using of the portal and stuff like that when you port between worlds and stuff like that. Kind of like a sudden drop and sudden stop, and you feel the ground beneath your feet feels very gravelly. And as the mist starts to fade, you look around yourselves and you see what appears to be a setting sun off to what you assume to be the west, beyond some jagged mountains. And the land around you looks like a blasted wasteland.
I look around quickly to see if there's any landmarks I recognize. Does this look like it could possibly be Barovia, or is it something else?
Give me we'll have you give me a history check, please. This does not, because you did a little bit of research about Barovia in the Sanctum before you went through the portal to retrieve the third or fourth piece?
Yeah.
When you went to the Death House, and this does not look like anything that you've seen in the studies of Barovia. What you can glean is that this might be a different domain of dread. Everyone, go ahead and fix your tokens with 21 temporary hit points from Devana.
Devana?
Yes, Blink.
Is that where your parents are from?
Might be. I mean, it might be. We if we get over there, we should definitely check.
Sir, I think we should probably go there.
I mean, it's a long way to walk if they're not, though, and everybody hates a pop-in, right? Nobody wants a pop-in. You got to ride ahead. So maybe we should just focus on the task at hand here, Blink.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to surprise them. They don't like a surprise.
What is the task at hand, Renly?
My question as well.
Well, as you look around, you see that the land, the countryside is fairly empty surrounding you. Even the grass is just struggling in clumps of dirt here and there, the land itself all cracked. You do note in the distance with your passive perceptions that there does seem to be perhaps maybe a copse of decaying, dying trees, probably about maybe 500 yards off. There does appear to be perhaps maybe some sort of building or collection of buildings in that area.
Oh,
Task at hand is to get our bearings, I guess. Head towards
Check out.
civilization.
towards the buildings. See if we can find anybody.
Or at least information.
Go ahead, if you would, and arrange yourselves right here on this home screen with your marching order, if you would, please.
Wait, sir,
Yes,
is this the
Blink.
place? Is this the place we were here before?
I don't think so. Mitch, we're gathering like we've never been here before, right?
Correct. You've never been here before. But
So
actually,
which is the front?
It's like-
as if you're marching
What's
to
the
the
front door?
north. As if you're marching to the north.
Okay. Wait, I feel like too squishy up here. Going behind us. I'm surprised Blink is up front there.
We're
away
marching
from
two.
Renly.
We're marching two abreast.
The echo is back by Renly. He's just not on the screen.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha.
All right.
Well, let's go ahead and pull the echo out just in case I need to pull everything over. Give me a second here. Where's your character sheets? Characters, creatures, player folder. There we go.
And once I hit level 18 and 2 echoes, Renly's not even going to be able to go to the bathroom.
Oh, echo's back there with Renly. Okay. All right. So, as you start making your way to the group of trees that you see, as you start to approach, again, looking around, even the bushes, you see just the skeletons of brush and such like that, void of any foliage on the outsides of these, just twigs, basically. That could easily, just a bit of fire would spread. And again, even here and there, you see bits of charred foliage all around you. Again, the grass very sparse, and even then, the grass that you see is yellow and brown, almost as if it seems as if it did either some sort of magic, or perhaps maybe it hasn't rained in a while, or something of that nature. But as you get closer, you do note indeed the trees just stand there. Perhaps a couple of them seem to be petrified. Some of the others definitely seem to have a few brown leaves crumbling that you see them, the wind kind of pick up a bit as you approach this area, and you do get a scent of a very slight scent of a scent that you all recognize as death in the air. And you see what appears to be, as you get closer, it looks like it might have once been a village, but it doesn't seem, at least to your eyes, you don't see any movement or anything of that nature.
Is there any of the structures that we could make out what they used to be? Like, oh, that used to be a temple. Maybe like that was more of like a town hall kind of a thing.
As you're looking around, it looks more like the size of a village. You do note that there might have been, I mean, again, as you get closer, the buildings, like the thatch has fallen through in many of the buildings. The dab and wattle has come off of a lot of the houses, and you see like just the wood, the framing and such like that with holes here and there. any place that might have had glass windows is all broken, and you see a lot of it even from the inside. A lot of places it seems that the glass has been broken. Kind of glancing in the window, you see the glass has been broken from the outside. Some of it you see the glass has been broken from the inside. You notice one place that looks like it might have once perhaps maybe been a smith of some sort, but even the anvil, as you kind of glance through, is rusted, and probably even if you were to try, anyone that was a smith would try to even forge on it, the anvil would most likely just crumble to dust. And the scent still lingers in the air, and as you start to examine through some of the different areas, first thing you notice, you don't really see any bodies. With your passive perceptions and your passive investigations, you do find a stray, splinter of bone here and there. You don't really find anything living here.
Well, Minerva's looking for any kind of weird objects. Anything that, or like symbols that might show what happened here. Like if there's like some kind of weird curse or something like that.
Well, you do note that what would probably be like a small little crossroad, perhaps in the this village, you've seen the grass, the dry, barren grassland all around you. You do note that there are some dirt and gravel, a little bit of gravel mixed with some of the dirt, as this village kind of seems to sit at some sort of crossroads. In the center of the area, there is a crumbling, what probably was once a fountain or a well of some sort. Maybe they built up like some stones and such around like a well or a fountain of some sort. But you do note that there is a large post in the center of it, and it has a number of pieces of wood barely hanging on from rusted nails. A couple of them have dropped down to the ground on the outside of just around the fountain itself.
Like a signpost, or just?
Perhaps, yes, indeed.
Is there water in this well fountain?
As you get closer to look in, you note that it is probably does seem to have a well towards the middle, and then there's an area where water might have came when people drew it out of the well that could also fill the fountain as well, but it is completely bone dry.
Okay.
Does it have a pump for the well?
No, there's no pump.
And I look at my other magic people. I say, do you guys have anything to detect anything about this well? I mean, I know Renly has water stuff.
Yes, but
water.
It's pretty unimpressive, and I'll shape some water in my hand, and use Gust. It's nothing that I think is really gonna answer any kind of questions or give us any idea of maybe where we are.
If you want to roll me an
Also
investigation, I was going to say, if you want to give me an investigation check, looking through the pieces of wood that Minerva determined was probably a signpost of some sort.
I was looking, but
Sure, yeah, you can go to investigate as well. Really, as you're looking through them, you see that there might have once been paint, or perhaps maybe tar or something like that used, or charcoal or something used to perhaps maybe, as you're looking at them, they kind of look as if one end is rounded and the other end, say it's like a plank, one end is rounded and the other end is almost to a point, as if it would be pointing into a specific direction.
Oh yes,
and there's no way.
Go ahead.
No. I was just and there's no way to tell the direction because it's fallen over.
Yeah, a couple of them. There is a couple of them, as I mentioned, still pinned to the signpost itself.
Go ahead, Minerva.
I was just gonna say, in my travels, it just seems like when you walk down a road, in Exandria, sometimes you'll come to a crossroads and there'll be signs. But yeah, do the ones that are still hanging on the pole seem loose, or do they seem like they're still kind of sturdily nailed in?
Very loose. There's a couple of them, yes.
Can we read anything on them
You
at all?
do find a couple of them, with a little bit of. Does anyone happen to have mending, by the way?
I would think
Yes.
Agnoth, if anyone.
Okay. You do find
Oh, I
one that does bear some sort of name of sorts on it. And it says, you kind of dust it off and stuff. You can use prestidigitation if you have it or anything like that. And you can faintly make out the following. Put that in chat for you. I'll put it also in Twitch chat.
Does that sound at all familiar to any of us?
Everyone, give me a. Actually, everyone except for Agnoth. Since Agnoth, I'm assuming you're using your mending spell.
Right.
Okay, everyone else
Actually,
besides Agnoth, give me a history check, but it will be at disadvantage.
Try, even though I was going. Nope.
I will say, Ridley, the name does seem perhaps you do have a name recognition of the name. But you're not really sure exactly what it is or where you've heard it before.
It sounds like
I'm
Tidelands.
surprised.
After
It
about
sounds like Tidelands. That's why.
the Tidelands, yes. And then after a moment, about a minute or so, casting mending on one of the ones that were still kind of on the post. And it kind of points in a direction. If the sun is indeed setting in the west, it would be pointing to the north. And using the mending spell on that, you do note another name that does become visible on the one pointing what you would assume would be to the north. Agnoth. And Agnoth, give me a history check, please.
All right. Does this one have
With
disadvantage?
advantage. No, this one has advantage.
Okay.
Oof.
Just not rolling that well today.
You have any of your instances? Can you use your flash?
Flash of Genius is all gone.
Oh, they are all gone.
We are
We're
low.
Yeah, real tapped.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You guys need to rest. You just keep hitting things. That's all you need to do.
They're tired though, Blink, so they need to rest. So they can. I'm not going to explain it.
I was going to say, if you're looking about, the sun is starting to set fairly low in the sky, or in the to the east. You actually see it, long shadows starting to creep across the ruins of this village as the sun starts kind of setting beneath the mountain, on the other side of the mountains, far.
On that note, you mentioned about the smell of death in the air. Can I sort of sniff out where that comes from?
With your passive perceptions, just seems to be lingering all around you, just in the air
Right,
itself.
so no obvious source.
No, it's
especially as you
it's
said,
a
no
mixture. Yeah, it's a mixture because you've smelled undead before. It's a mixture, perhaps maybe that the decaying flora around the area, just that type of scent as well, just all intermingled.
Yay.
Yes, decay and death all around you.
Doesn't smell very pretty, is she? Minerva puts her perfumed handkerchief up for her nose. I don't know. Should we walk in a way? There's no way. There was no like exploring any buildings more than we have.
No,
right?
you can look through some of them, some of the others if you wish, but with your passive perceptions, your passive investigations, even you don't really find anything. There's a number of places if you wanted to rest that you could probably hold up and have a good sites for watches and things of that nature.
Well, Davana has her hut. We always have a safe place to rest with Davana around.
I just don't know with all this smell of death if resting's the right thing to do here.
Oh, I know.
Not knowing where we are.
One thing I could do is, if we wanted, I have a scroll. Might let us contact our research buddies, the Wizards 3, and I had previously bought a scroll of Contact Other Plane.
Okay,
That might work.
possibly.
Sir, if I may, everyone else, I mean, not me, of course. Everyone else has one of these little sticks, and the stick has been kind of pointing where to go next.
Oh yeah.
Maybe everyone can look at their sticks.
It's a great idea, Blink.
Do any of the
An
pieces of the
impressive
rod?
idea, Blink.
All of the rod pieces currently are dormant.
Okay.
No.
You cannot even, you feel also you cannot even access the spell in each one of your pieces that you have.
Oh no. Before Renly uses the scroll, I remember back to being in Ravenloft in Barovia, and wasting a high-level plane shift to no avail.
Pardon?
I tried to cast plane shift and it did not work.
From the rod piece? Correct.
No, from my spell, from my 7th level spell.
Oh, you try it right now?
No, I tried it in
Tried it before.
Barovia.
Gotcha, yes, correct.
So
Correct,
it
yes.
did not work in Barovia.
Correct.
So I am cautioning Renly to maybe not waste the scroll.
I will tell you what, everyone take inspiration, as that is a very, very good point to note, Devon.
Woohoo.
The plane shift you enjoyed wasting was not wasted, Mordenkainen probably.
Yes.
Well, no, I mean, the last thing I would want to do is waste it, but, I mean, hell, I mean, I don't know where to go. I'm looking, I don't even know where we are. The Tidelands. Why does that sound familiar to me? Can't really place it.
I will note that you all definitely feel the weight of having traveled through Kryn to the location with your halfling companion that had left with the werewolf leader of the Wardens of Blue Flame, and all the travel, and you're fighting through the catacombs beneath the temple, the vault, and such like that, and you definitely can tell you're coming upon either time for a rest or time to press on and make some constitution checks for exhaustion.
I don't know. I think maybe like those of us who are good at scouting out a good place to camp, maybe we should maybe do that. We have a safe place to sleep, right?
Yes, Devana, I believe it's one of your domain spells is Liamans, right?
And it's a ritual, so
Yeah.
yep, I can.
Yep. So I don't know. That would be.
Sure. I'm actually doing pretty good. If you want, I can help on watch.
Das, what about your connection to Brazen? Is that still... Where is he?
Good question. I can always bring... Well, can I bring him? I think I've brought him... If we're in the same places we've been before, I can resummon him again. However, I do not have I believe, the spell level necessary to do so right now. So I can't even test that even.
What were you gonna cast?
I would need Find Greater Steed, which is 4th level, which I'm out of. Oh wait, I actually do have that. I have that in the spell scroll. I bought that for such an occasion.
You did buy it on such an occasion.
But Agnoth, to what end? Is that just to test the connection, or do you want him to guard us, or?
I'm curious if we still have any connection to the place we left.
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a shot. I will take up the scroll and cast Finder Greater Steed.
I presume the fire wardens are okay.
Give me one moment and let me look up your spell, Find Greater Steed.
Yes.
And Devana does not protest that because she knows what their connection is, and she thinks maybe bringing something to us might be easier than getting us out of here.
As you cast it, you see the mist start to form in front of you, Das.
Mm-hmm.
And as it parts, you see a rather large warhorse, save its skin is rotting. Parts of its flesh have disappeared. You can see exposed parts of its rib cage. Its nostrils kind of flare, and you see a bit of smoke come out of them as you see a great undead warhorse in front of you.
Das will just attack it.
Das, this is your steed. Don't. I know it's not your beloved dragon, but maybe it can still help us in this area.
All right. Das held back for just the briefest moment by Devana's
Sure.
understanding of spells, and this is not actually. Will just sort of squint at the horse in front of him, and maybe walk up and just sort of like, with his enormous hand, just sort of be like, there, and sort of pet the creature on its spine, probably like a bone falls off of it or something as he like thwacks it. But he's, I imagine this horse will probably be like very loyal to him and will like walk alongside.
Oh
him.
yeah, it's a steed just from your Find Greater Steed.
Yes, but he will just be immensely disturbed by the icon. Oh God. Yeah. If you've not seen Das unnerved many times, but this is probably the closest.
Let me put that in your journal, Das.
Thank you.
At least it's not a dragonborn.
Yeah.
Should be
I
at the
don't
top
know
of
what
your
I was
journal.
expecting, but it wasn't that.
Is it making multiple copies of that? What is going on there? Huh. Might be Roll20 acting crazy. So yeah, you can actually, as you get your skeletal steed there, you can start scavenging around the area to find a place to set up your Liam's tiny hut. So go ahead and give me another group survival check. Or actually, we'll just say a group check. Each one, we'll go through each one of you. Start with Renly, and tell me which skill you would like to use.
Oh,
And
not survival.
Before survival, that's what I'm saying. Hold on. Go ahead and tell me what skill you would like to use to help your party discover a good place for Devana to ritually cast the Liam's tiny hut.
I would actually like to sneak around and see if I can find anything that like would make good hiding spots specifically, or like would keep us from a long line of view, give us any kind of cover. So can I use stealth?
Sure. Okay. Next, Das, what would you like to use?
Well, I would typically lean on survival, as I should normally have advantage on that kind of check, and I usually am good at that sort of thing. I realize I do have a disadvantage that I forgot to incorporate into my last roll, so that would be a flat check. Then.
Okay, sure.
God. I'm just too distracted by this monstrosity.
You got inspiration.
Fingers was successful.
Yeah.
I am eating it. I found some treats that I might have saved for Das Dragon in my bag, and I'm feeding the new steed.
It doesn't eat. It doesn't eat. It kind of snorts, and you see the smoke kind of come out of its mouth, and it just doesn't eat it.
Oh, okay. I put it away sadly, but that might have distracted Doss.
He is very unnerved by this whole situation and cannot get a sense of his bearings.
So then, Devana, what would you like to use skill-wise?
If possible, I'd like to use perception. I am very perceptive.
Sure.
And just keeping my senses up as I'm messing around with this horse.
Okay.
Ooh, I shouldn't have set myself up with messing around with the horse. That was an extremely low roll for me.
Low roll, but still a nice check.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, and then Minerva.
Well, Minerva looks at Agnos thinking he's going to be probably better at an Arcana check than her, and so I would like investigate,
Okay.
the surroundings to where I would think, where it might be safest and that way.
All right.
Oh,
Nice. Nice. And Blink, what would you like to use skill-wise?
Seeing Doss try and fail at detecting, tracks and things like that, Blink would also like to use survival to go around and just scout the area,
Okay.
make sure that nothing's around there, because obviously somebody else couldn't get the job done.
All right. As you're doing that, so I'm going to count that roll too, but I'm also going to give you a little bit more information, Blink. You do note areas here and there in the dusty ground. There are a number of areas throughout this village where dust is blown over and you can't really find any tracks, but you find a number of areas where there are just footprints upon footprints, all barefoot. Some of them seem to have been dragging like a foot behind them, but they also do seem to be at a length where they perhaps might have been running.
It will definitely tell Captain Riley that there's been a lot of bears here.
A lot of what?
A lot of what?
Bears.
Bears?
Bears?
Did you see all the bare feet?
Oh, God.
I walked right into that one.
You did. I was trying not to grin.
Oh, my God.
I think somebody asked me questions. I need to make sure I didn't get a concussion from hitting my head on that.
I'll do medicine check on him.
Yeah.
And then Agnos, what would you like to do?
Basically look around for any potential threats that might come after us in the night. Not really sure whether that would be more of an investigation check than anything else, though.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. With your checks, that is a successful group check. Even though the village itself is crumbling and abandoned, you are able to find a nice barn that was on the edges of one of the crumbled, like perhaps might have been a stable at one time or something like that. That does have a good two sides of it. Do have stone and mud bricked walls that are still intact. Part of the upper level of the roof is still there, or I should say the upper level, like the lofts, are still there, and it would be a good place to have you basically have cover on both sides. There's some rubble where the other walls would be, but you can see over them, and with the tiny hut being in there, of course, it renders anything inside of it invisible from the outside, correct? Doesn't that what Lehman's does? If you pull Lehman's up for me.
Yes, pulling it up. We can see out, we can cast out. I'm looking for it. I'm just saying this from memory. I can't remember what spell level it is.
Looks third.
I think it's third.
There it is.
I
Yep,
believe so.
there it is.
Excellent. Move through free all other creatures, objects, and barred from passing through it. Can't be extended through the dome or cast through it. Excellent. All right. And you can bed down for a long rest. And while you're doing your watches, we will let each one of you know what you see on your watches after the ad break, because the ad break is getting ready to start. So those of you watching, feel free to take the time to use the restroom, stretch your legs, grab some snacks, replenish your beverages, and we will see you on the other side of the ad break. So please stick around. We'll be back in just a few. All right, we're back on the side of the ad break. Still waiting for a couple of players to return.
See, Doss just said he was back.
No problem. No
So,
problem.
I'll ask that question of everyone as we are waiting for everybody to be back. So I was just wondering, I'm about to DM a festival for some friends in D&D, and I was just wondering if anybody had favorite festival games that they had played, or in any encounters or things that they really liked that I can pull into a festival.
I would also note, if you go to lotro-wiki.com and look up festivals there, they have, I believe it's 6 festivals a year in game in the Lord of the Rings Online, and it tells you about all the different quests the characters can take. Some of them have like eating contests where, and then they have to race to the next location and eat more. They have to race to the next location and eat more. And you can have them like make checks in between, almost like a chase, where at the in between each station where they're getting food or whatever, they have to make a check in between each station to like have fun, to maybe suffer a calamity or something like that to slow them down.
Oh, I love that.
I know that we had the fishing contest in Dragonlance. That was a lot of fun too.
Fishing
And Mitch had
contest.
also mentioned Witchlight. Another one that I really like in Giant Diplomacy, the entire middle section is a bunch of skill check related games,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which are kind of fun. It's a very good tier 1 module for that.
What was
There's
that one again?
Giant Diplomacy. It's DDAL 510. I actually have it made in Roll20 with a lot of doodadery, if that's what you're running on.
Bad
I am
axe
running
throwing.
it on
Alien anti-hero says bad axe throwing.
There's the
Bad
games
axe throwing.
there's the games at the beginning of Call of the Netherdeep.
Yeah.
Later in Call of the Netherdeep, there's the casino that has several games in there for like gambling and fun and stuff. So,
Sorry, casino?
Ooh.
There's a
Sorry,
casino. Blink said what? There's a casino?
There was also another casino in Turn of Fortune's Wheel.
And in
That's what's
Keys from the
named
Golden
after.
Vault, there was a casino as well. All right, looks like everyone's back. Welcome back, everyone. You're able to bed down for the evening. As each one of you take your turns, do your watches and such, let's see, everyone give me a D20, please, and roll 20 if you would. Just roll me a D20. All right, is Minerva back yet? Maybe not. No worries. So before we do
We
anything,
need a D20. Minerva.
yeah, D20
She
Minerva.
just got it.
Rinley, are you on watch with Blink?
sure.
I didn't know like how you guys do watches and things like that.
Yeah, we got enough people. I think we can do that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So on your watch, since Blink rolled the highest, like where are you watching? Like from like inside the hut, just kind of keeping watch out on the 2 broken down walls on the opposite side of you, since you're kind of, like I said, you're like in a little L-shaped area where the walls are still there. Part of the wooden loft is still above you, and you do have the ruins in front of you. Are you just kind of keeping watch from inside the Liam and Tiny Hut, or are you like patrolling outside of it? What are you doing for your watch?
I'm going outside the tiny hut, and the Echo and I are patrolling back and forth. Even though I can't see through the Echo, it makes me feel better.
Okay. And you have goggles of night, right?
I have goggles of night. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
perfect. What about you, Ridley? Are you just sitting kind of in there, just watching?
I
Blink from the
am
outside?
keeping a further out note, trying to look to see like, is anything noticing Blink walking around and doing that? Like, that's what I'm trying to focus on.
Okay, question
You
for
could
you.
call it
Do
bait. You could also just call it a distraction.
Do you have Devil's Sight?
Sure do.
Excellent. Perfect. All right. Blink, give me a perception check. All right.
I see all.
You see Blink and the Echo kind of walking back and forth in front of the thing. Blink's. I don't know if he's like distracted, perhaps. Maybe he's practicing marching from doing something or whatever. You're not really sure what he's doing, but you hear it before you see anything. Probably about 100 feet away. At first, you hear like almost the pad of feet on the dirt, right?
Bare feet.
Bare feet, yes. Not a bear, but bare feet, yes. And after a moment, you just hear the slapping of the bare feet on the hardened ground, and it definitely appears to be more than just like a handful of feet, perhaps maybe dozens upon dozens of feet. And you see, with your devil's sight, about 100 feet out, just what appears to be a mob of figures kind of running through. You can't really make them out. I mean, you can't see with your devil's sight, but it's almost at the edge of your devil's sight. They appear to be perhaps maybe humanoids of some sort. Their clothes are all raggedy, very, very raggedy. And the stench that you smelled earlier in the air of decay and death becomes more present as it kind of wafts into the area where Blink is kind of marching back and forth. And you see what appears to be, like I said, dozens and dozens of these figures kind of stop out near where the center of the crossroads were. And you see them all stop, and they all kind of put their heads up, and you see almost as if they're making movements as if they're sniffing the air. Give me a perception check and roll 20 if you would.
Okay, I was like, I know that time is probably limited, but when I can take actions, 19.
Excellent. They definitely appear to be a throng of undead.
Okay. And I can.
Yeah. What would you like to
take
do?
a moment to react?
Yes.
The first thing it's gonna sound so mean, but I am gonna be like, Blink, come, and then I'm going to rush over to Das and Devana and have them start waking people up. Das and Devana first, because I sense the undeadness of it all, and tell them to start waking
Devana
people up.
Cannot leave Liamon's tiny hut. The hut will go away if Devana leaves it.
I'm in the hut to come tell you, and I told Blink to come back, but I wanted to make sure to wake everyone up.
Okay.
As you wake me up, I'm like, I can't leave the hut.
I can leave the hut. I'll go handle this.
We're safe in the hut, though. Do we have to handle it?
Das, there's like a whole lot. I think they can smell us, Devana. I think they're gonna come. They're gonna come at us whether they can see us or not.
How long has this been? Has this been short rest time?
Can they smell through the hut?
Pardon?
Can they smell through the hut?
You don't know that they as Blink. What do you do when you hear? I'm assuming you do it in a fairly loud whisper. Ridley, you don't like yell at him.
Correct. Yeah.
So Blink, you do hear the captain from the hut, from the area where the hut is, saying, "Blink, come."
I rush over. When I see Renly start to gently shake Devana, I kick Das in the ribs.
Why?
Just
Why?
a loud bellow.
You also got to keep in mind that Blink has no idea that those creatures are out there.
Yeah.
But still, why?
What the blazes is wrong with you?
Captain's orders. I think maybe.
Not even remotely.
Ridley, what do you do? What do you do when that happens? Okay.
I just put my finger to my mouth and say, "Shh, everyone," and I'll say, I can't explain that. We all know I can't explain that. There's a bunch of things out there outside of the hut, and I think they can sense us even without sight, so I thought I should wake you all up. Not with a boot to the chest, though.
And as everyone kind of, you kind of groggily get to your feet, and I believe everyone has at least 60 foot of dark vision. I know that Devana has 300 feet. Devana, you can definitely tell that there's some sort of either zombie or ghoul or ghast, perhaps maybe even hybrids of some sort. Perhaps undead you might not have even seen before. You're not really sure. But you do see a throng of them kind of near around that well area, and they do seem to be sniffing the air, and they kind of look to the north, the area that the sign had pointed to, a place called Lakar, and you see them rush off. I mean, faster than you've seen any sort of undead or zombie move.
Rush off, rush away.
Yes, start rushing in that direction.
Okay.
And as you're looking to the sky, as a Twilight Cleric also, Devana, you look up and you recognize that the phase of the moon, it looks as if it's going to be a new moon tomorrow evening.
Ooh, that's not auspicious for us. That is bad for us.
Do we see them? Do we all see them rush off with the sign?
No, but you can hear them. The only people that can really see them are, because of the distance, is Renly with his Devil's Sight, and then Devana with her 300 foot of dark vision from being a Twilight Cleric.
But we hear that they're moving away.
Oh yes, and Devana and Renly can easily whisper that to the rest of you.
Well, I don't know if it was us they were smelling, or maybe they smelled Blink when he was out there in his,
Okay, if I could just say, now it seems like I'm a nervous Nelly because they went away and I woke all you up in the middle of a rest. So I'm real sorry about that. But I mean, I thought it was warranted.
It was.
That was a lot of undead. Yes.
Your judgment was flawless, sir.
Everyone, give me
Speaking of odd judgment, Blink.
Everyone, give me a perception check, by the way.
Oh my god.
Doss is still trying to recover from getting
He's just staring daggers at Blink.
Yeah. It's just that family guy scene where he's just saying like,
Okay, well, Agnoth and Devana, you first of all, you smell a fairly putrid scent of manure.
Oh, is that your horse?
I don't think Dust is like, I don't think it actually does that.
And then you hear Devana and Agnoth. You hear a faint voice say, whispering. I mean, so faint whispering. Perhaps maybe a child's voice that says, "Are they gone, Daddy?" And then you hear another voice that says, "Shh, we'll need to wait until the sun rises."
There's somebody else out there.
There is. They're saying wait till the sun rises. I'm sorry, I didn't hear him.
Correct.
I'm sorry.
Might have been over checking, make
I
sure
won't say
to maybe
that.
keep Doss and Blake away from each other with Renly.
Yeah. I'm just yawning. Okay, can I go back to sleep yet?
Don't know.
We should all.
Blink might kick your chest in.
As Devana says that, I pause with my foot cocked back to give Doss another one. Do you want me to go out and invite them in?
Don't you dare shut up.
Oh, I shouldn't dare to shut up.
No. They seem to be okay. They're hiding too. So maybe we just need to stay in the hut, be looking outside of the hut, and you happen to see two people, an older man and a young kid. Maybe they're okay.
With your high, I mean, the DC was 25, so you did both make it, barely over it. I will let you know that it does seem to come from the direction of where that well/fountain is.
Yeah, Well, maybe we should just go peek and see.
Do I know yet that they said wait till the sunrise?
Yes, I will have said exactly what you said.
I'd be like, I think we should wait till because they're not going to want to come out if they're waiting till the sunrise.
I second that. If we startle them at all or want to even talk, other than if we could invite them into the hut, but I don't really think it works that way, right?
Yeah, I don't think
No,
there's
we
unlimited
didn't.
space.
We can invite them into the hut. Anybody I want in can come in. But
Up to
we
9.
don't know them, so that might not be smart.
Exactly.
And it's up to 9. It's up to 9.
I've seen the Lost Boys.
Yeah. Let's not invite anybody
Blake
into
hasn't.
the hut.
Blake hasn't seen the Lost Boys.
Oh, that's true.
It might be a lost father and daughter outside, but
Blink identifies with the Frog Brothers, though.
So do you want to wait until morn, or do you want to call them in now?
I think we'll do better if we.
Let's wait. Let's keep an eye out. If they're going to wait till sunlight, let's do the same, and then maybe we can approach.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
And keep our watches. And we'll still have watches, right?
Yeah, you do still have the watches. So
Yeah.
the rest of the night goes by uneventfully for everyone else's watches. Still looking out there for a while. Let's go ahead and everyone save Blink and Renly. Go ahead and just give me a perception check while you're out there. While you're on your watches and such like that. Go ahead and the rest of you give me, the other 4 of you give me perception checks.
I will remind everyone that they can keep watch from inside the hut.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm saying that. I'm in the hut.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go out.
Devonna, let's say you're on like the last watch or whatever. The twilight's coming to starting to pre-dawn to dawn, and you do hear the faint sounds of perhaps they might be the young girls, like the soft breathing of a young girl breathing, and you hear a loud sigh coming from what appears to be what your companions had told you of the might be the father, the person, the child called father, like it let out a long sigh and then a slight bit of a yawn, and dawn comes. Everyone has the benefits of a long rest, save you have 0 spell slots above 3rd level.
Okay.
Okay. Even if we did before we went to bed. they're
Correct. Correct.
gone. Okay.
Okay.
Yikes.
So,
The poor warlock.
if
Well,
I get a short, like,
Well, no. All of your spell slots, you cast them at 3rd level instead of 5th level. Do you see what I'm saying?
say what in the who now?
As a warlock, you would normally cast them at 5th level, correct? At your level,
Yeah.
you cast them at 3rd level.
Yeah, but
Even if I have 2 5th level slots left right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that you only they're reverted to 3rd level spells.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You've got your slots, but none of us have anything higher than 3rd level spells.
Correct.
Got it. But take a
So
look.
is that true for me too? I've got my slots. We just can't cast anything higher than 3rd level.
No, you don't have. Their slots are not there.
Don't have the slots.
The slots are not there. Yes.
Only the warlock gets those slots. Okay, gotcha. Because
You have
he's just got
you have
slots.
all of your spell slots, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level spells, but you have no slots above 4th, 5th, 6th level spells. 7th level at your level as well, I believe.
8th. I've got all the
Or
way.
8th, yeah.
Yeah,
8th. That's
8th,
right.
yeah.
15th is 8th level.
Me too.
Oh, so sad.
Adult, why have you forsaken me?
You hear
Well, I
no
want to know
reply.
how many spells Renly has that were over 3rd level spells.
Oh, let's see.
Because you can only cast your 3rd level spells.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 3rd level below, but they're only at the 3rd level slot because, well, let me see. You only have access to 3rd level spells or below, and you cannot cast them at the 5th level slot, right?
Right.
So you
But
only
he also-
cast. Go ahead.
But I was gonna say, but warlocks trade up their spells. So
Yep.
like I was just wondering how many third levels he actually has. So it's fine.
I'll be all right. Again, thanks
Yep.
to my necklace. But other than that, and we get a long rest, so the other features reset, right?
Yes, the other features will reset.
Yeah.
Except
There we
your
go.
Mystic Arcanums.
Yeah, that's fine. But like Stumpy, prayer beads.
Correct. Yes. All of your spell. All
Other
of your,
than the prayer beads that are above third level. Understood.
correct. Yes. No, you still have access to those.
Oh, all right.
You think
magic item.
you'll have to try.
Fancy.
You think you might have to try.
Yeah.
But you're waking, and of course that's the first thing you recognize when you have finished your long rest. Of course, you are healed back up to your full hit points. Go ahead and remove your temporary hit points as you have had a long rest. And as the sun has started to come up in the east, I should say, you do start to hear with your passive perceptions very soft snoring.
I hear snoring.
And of course, the slight wind would bring in the stench of the death and decay in the air. You also get that very pungent smell of manure as well.
Do we see where that?
Yes,
smell is
Das,
coming
the
from?
Hero's Feast effects are gone. Correct.
I was just looking for that. How much was the additional HP? I think it was 7.
Ooh, that'd be a big scroll up.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
7. It was 7.
7.
I'm
okay.
looking at it in my notes. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Thank you.
And we're no longer immune to being poisoned and no longer immune to being frightened. And we do not have advantage on wisdom saving throws anymore. Dang it, I should have feasted for us again last night.
So it is morning time, and you hear the slight, just soft snoring coming from the direction of the well.
Now, is the manure smell coming from there too, or is that some from?
It does seem to be, yes.
Maybe it's camouflage.
Which one of us looks the least threatening, I wonder, out loud to the group?
Not me.
Definitely not Agnoth or Das, for sure. The big mole and the big...
Dead
probably-
dwarf, perhaps.
Probably Renly.
That's probably Ridley or Devana yourself, too. I mean, you're not... Well, I guess you do kind of look like a drow, perhaps, maybe. That might be a bit intimidating. So probably Renly, maybe even Minerva?
Yeah, Minerva just looks a little mad, but otherwise she's kind of,
A little
kind
mad.
yeah.
With your Victorian dress and
Right.
stuff like that, yeah, you're not as imposing.
No,
You were really.
she's
I mean, it really
odd.
is an Asimar, so they do have more of a might even have more of a calming influence.
And I think Minerva would be interested. Like she'll go over there. I mean, not that she has the calming effects that Devana has.
Devana can follow behind, but she knows she's not very good in the front, like for social interactions.
I'm fine to go and talk to them, and if anybody wants to come with me, they're more than welcome to.
Yes, sir.
Send your
Yeah,
echo with me. You can stay here and apologize to Das. That's
I'm
good.
sure. I don't think Blink. I mean, Blink besides his weaponry and his stuff, probably it doesn't look that.
If they
threatening.
take a shot at Captain Renly, someone's got to be there.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm trying to
Someone
see.
else has got to be there.
I've given my orders, and I start
Ooh,
moving out.
I'm looking
I-
for
Fair
my bag.
enough.
I'm looking for violet candies in my purse.
okay,
Ooh, that's good. Yeah.
all right. So
Yeah, I'll
then
follow just a little bit behind.
Okay.
By,
a little bit back ways. Okay, so
Yeah, a
Rinley
little
and
bit.
Minerva are going to approach the well, and Devana's kind of staying back a little bit from them, and then Agnoth, Blink, and Das are kind of staying back in the ruins of the stable at the moment.
The echo's following as ordered, but
Okay.
he can only go 30 feet away from me.
Okay.
And then he
Uh,
can sit there with puppy dog eyes, pouting.
And wait. All right. So as you approach, Devana and Minerva and Renly. You kind of look over the edge of the fountain where you can kind of see the crumbling well and the stones around where the fountain stands there. And as you look over, at first the sight seems a bit gruesome. You see two figures, one what appears to be a smaller figure, perhaps maybe you're used to seeing kinders of late, maybe it's the size of a kinder or a small child perhaps, and a larger figure, kind of with what appears to be their arms wrapped kind of protectively around the child, but they're covered in manure and viscera.
Would you like to be cleaned up? Sorry.
And as you say that, you see the larger figure kind of jerk awake, and you see his eyes, kind of come clear. You can definitely see the life in the eyes, but they seem to be coated in viscera, gore, and manure all around them. And he kind of grabs the girl, and she goes, "Daddy, what?" And he, kind of starts to scoot back across the bottom of the fountain, staring wildly at you and actually looking around for escape.
Oh, there, stranger. We don't mean you any harm. My name's Renly. Can we have a conversation?
Give me a persuasion check, please, Renly.
Yeah, Minerva's like holding her hands up in a very it's like.
I'll give you advantage. 28. Nice. He starts breathing really heavily, like he's just like in shock for a moment. And as you speak the words, and he realizes, in his eyes, you see a bit of surprise as he kind of stares at you for a moment, and you see the other form, the smaller form, kind of start to stir a little bit more in his arms. It's like, "Daddy," and you see her kind of reach up to go to wipe her eyes, and he grabs her wrist. You can see it's again covered in manure and viscera all over it, and he kind of pulls it back down and says, "Shh, Gemma, it's okay. Who are you? Are you with the Talons? I'm not going back."
We're not trying to take you or your ward anywhere at all. We're hoping you can help explain exactly where we're a little bit lost. We're not looking for you. We just heard you and thought you could use some help.
And you see his, you kind of see like he starts shaking a little bit and says, "Can you help us?"
Well, and I gesture Nerva. I believe she offered to help clean the two of you up, if you would like.
Unless are you using that for camouflage, or is that something I can help you with? I have a little magic-y thing that it can help clean you up.
It helps us to hide from the dead.
Well, if we heard right, you're safe during the day. Is that correct?
Not always. But majority of the hordes run at night.
Is it only
can
foul-smelling things that do that, or would sweet-smelling things help you as well?
Kind of looks at you a little bit with curiosity. It's like, "Wear strange clothing. You're not from this realm."
No, we're not. We kind of just landed here as a cruel joke, I believe.
Like waking up from some cruel dream. You said this realm. If you could name the realm, that would even be help to us.
I did not mean to bring my daughter here, but you're in the realm of Falkovnia.
Okay.
Are you from here?
I'm not.
Oh.
My apologies. We've been running from the dead since we arrived. Let me post this in chat for Twitch. You do not know where you are.
And
No.
Sorry, I was gonna say we had done research previously about going to Barovia or anything.
Okay,
I didn't do much of that, but did Falkovnia come up at all?
I believe Agnoth was the only one that really did much research, I think, right? Did anyone help Agnoth?
Minerva might have, but I don't know if she did before Barovia or not.
So I'll go ahead and give Minerva a history check. I'll give Agnoth a history check with advantage now that you've heard the name of the realm.
Advantage, okay. Let's see if I know anything. If I have advantage, I do. Maybe. Unless it's 25 is the DC.
Well, no, Agnoth would have advantage. Go ahead and give me a straight roll, Minerva.
Oh.
Just give me a straight roll.
Oh, okay. My straight roll's 8 then.
Okay. A 15, Agnoth. You do recall, it's not a high DC, 15 is fine. You do recall a domain of dread known as Falkovnia. And the entries that you recall finding in the sanctum were that it's known as the domain besieged by the dead. And Minerva, I'm going to go ahead and give you the 23 from that as well. You can you and Agnoth can kind of chat about the books that you looked through in the sanctum of the library in the sanctum, and the land of Falkovnia is a domain of dread. That is a land besieged. Empty countrysides surround ruin or crumbling cities. There are a few desperate pockets of civilization that do survive in the area, carrying on not out of hope but out of fear of the land's merciless soldiers. Falkovnia's military organizes a desperate and occasional effective defense against ever-growing armies of the dead. And recalling what Devana had noticed the night before, tonight is the night of the new moon. Every month, zombie legions issue from the mist on the night of the new moon, and hordes sweep across the land. What you saw last night might have been a precursor to the fact that tonight is going to be a new moon, a blood moon, as they might call it. And
That's bad timing, really.
Hordes sweep across the land, drawn to the densest populations of the living. You also recall that Lakar is one of the major fortifications and one of the last remnants of civilization in the land known as Falkovnia.
Okay, well,
And all those dead were going towards the car, right? Is that what we saw?
And they were in the direction of the sign that pointed to that direction, yes.
So we just told them where to go. Brilliant.
So that is what you recall from the information provided in the Sanctum Library.
Do they know how far Lakar is from here?
Perhaps maybe the man steps up and says, yes, we do, but my apologies. Your names?
Oh, sorry, I'm Minerva.
I'm Captain Renly, and actually, if it's okay, you would like to talk. We actually have more companions. There's safety in numbers. You can come and talk with all of us.
Go ahead and give me another persuasion check, if you would. This time with advantage, as you see the young girl glancing hungrily at the candies in Minerva's hand.
Oh, well, if I hadn't offered them to her yet, I definitely would be. Oh yes, please. Are you hungry? We have other food too.
And you see her eyes go wide, and she kind of looks up at her father and says, "Yes, and my apologies for our appearance, but it does help hide us from the dead. I'm Vigo Garin."
Hello, Vigo. I think maybe just let me clean you up while we're hanging out, and then if you need to do that again, we could do it later.
And this is my daughter, Gemma.
Hello, Gemma. Nice to meet you.
And yes, they will. If you want to use prestidigitation on them to clean them up a bit, you can totally do so.
And we'll bring them out to chat with everyone else and share our rations with them. Or I'll share mine, at least. And you must meet Devana. She'll see if you're hurt or anything.
And they
Are they-
will come back to you to the area where obviously the hut is gone now, but you're all kind of finishing making up, getting your packs together and such like that. They do start for a moment at the site of Das and Agnoth and the undead Warsteed. But they kind of glance back and seeing your reassuring looks and such like that, they do come in there, presenting them with some rations. They do hungrily start devouring the rations. And every once in a while, you do see the man, Vigo, kind of calm his daughter down to not eat so fast. Basically saying something along the lines of she doesn't want to get a tummy ache later, or something of that nature.
Especially if you haven't eaten for a while, if you eat too much, it'll just come back out. So try and pace yourself a little
Small
bit.
bites.
Small bites.
Enough. I did research and I found out where we are. Right? Kinda? It counts.
Yeah.
It counts.
Yeah, you're in a domain of dread known as Falkovnia.
Uh-huh.
So, given the proximity of the new moon, we should probably try to get to somewhere a little safer before the hordes come back. But you're on the run from the local authorities.
Is that correct?
Kind of. I'm not sure if you're familiar. First of all, my apologies, but how did you get here?
Good question. Some
Your
sort
guess
of.
is as good as ours.
Well, there was that weird, necromancer wizard person. I think sent us here.
Oh, right.
Right. Saying Vecna sends his regards. Is there
Oh,
a
yeah.
Vecna here?
I don't know who this Vecna is, but Kalidas is probably who you spoke with.
Oh.
He is a
So how did you
necromancer.
get here?
It's hard to explain if you're not from here, but I am known as a Mistwalker. I
Know what
can
the mists are, I think.
travel through the different domains. The problem is that I'm not sure what happened. But we were not intending to come here to Falkovnia. We were actually headed to Demented. And when we arrived, I could find no evidence of my bloody spearhead, which is a talisman that I use to travel through different areas. I should say my original talisman had been replaced with a bloody spearhead. How that happened, I must have been Kalidas or some of his magical doings that transformed it while we were in the mists. How that would happen, I do not know. I'm seeking a way, if I can find perhaps maybe another mist talisman, I might be able to get us out of here. I'm not sure about you. Pardon?
Do any of us recognize the name Kaladas?
No.
Well, I like to find artifacts. Sounds like this talisman is something to find.
You've got a way out, and we've got safety in numbers. Seems like a match made in, well, I'm not going to say heaven as I look around.
At least not here.
Not here.
But the bloody spearhead would allow us to get here to Falkovnia. I would need a token of the Raven kind. We're running from Lakar, as it were, perhaps, as the Talons, the soldiers of General Drakov, try to conscript any living they can. And I did not want to put my daughter in such a predicament, working hard labor, working on fortification, mending armor, myself being conscripted into the forces to defend Lakar from what is coming tonight.
No, it seems like you just want to get out of here, like we do.
That is
We can help
indeed
each
what
other.
we wish.
Where could we find? What is it that you said? A token of ravens?
Token of raven kind.
Do you know where we might find such a thing? Or
Unfortunately, um, the only place that I could think of to go is the car. I was trying to sneak in. They caught a glimpse of us, and we fled. As we were trekking across, trying to find a place to rest last eve, we came upon a group of the towns that had been massacred by undead perhaps days before. And we used everything we could from their horses and them to camouflage ourselves from the dead that night. Last night, that's why you can see them all cleaned up now. He's probably in his mid-30s. You can definitely see his fairly unruly beard has been growing for some time. The girl, I mean, they're all cleaned up now. The girl's a small waif of a thing. Looks like they haven't both eaten in perhaps maybe a couple of days at least. And she's got some stringy brown hair that with the prestidigitation, is kind of definitely a lot cleaner and a little bit more full of life.
So we have to get to the car and somehow elude the gaze of the guards as we do so.
well, I can make people look a little different. I mean, I'm not proficient per se, but I do have a disguise kit. I can definitely make myself look different in other ways.
Just looking through what I do have, like I also do have a scroll of magic circle that could come in handy for undead.
I have daylight.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we could help keep them between that and turn undead. I could limit the number coming at us potentially.
How far away are we from the car?
About 5 miles.
We can do that in a day, so
Oh, easily, yes.
I think we need to worry less about the undead than the soldiers.
Well, I think Renly can talk his way out of anything or into anything.
Well, Vigo, do they know you and Gemma by sight, or they're just looking for certain people?
Anyway.
I'm not sure if they would know us by sight, but at the same time, the first thing they will want to do is recruit you into the military to help defend the city from what's coming this eve.
All
Well,
right.
if we already look like we're soldiers, then they can't conscript us because they'll just think we're already soldiers. So
Right.
we'll
Right.
get some uniforms to wear.
We've all some spare clothes. I think we give Vigo and Gemma something so they look more a part of our group, and we can say this. Sorry, I don't want to repeat the name. It sounded it's General Jackoff.
Draco.
We could say that we're on like a special secret mission just for him. Don't tell anybody, so the
Her.
other soldiers will hopefully leave us alone.
Vigo does say her.
Oh, sorry. Well, see, I'm not from here. But that might be a worthwhile plan to get us closer to where we need to be.
It might work, but if we truly want a token of raven kind, perhaps maybe deception might not be the way to go. Perhaps bartering.
Oh, well,
If you
think
can
you're
get
up
the
to
token,
bartering.
in exchange, perhaps maybe for aiding to defend the city from the hordes of the new moon,
Oh, just for a night of fighting?
I might be able to
What
get
do
you
you
out of
think?
here tomorrow.
What do you say, Doss? A night of fighting?
Oh, fighting the undead?
Mm-hmm.
What could be worse or better? What could be better?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get a body count contest going?
We could.
That big one only counts as
Yes.
one.
Yeah, right.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Well, yes, I think that we could do a night, but we can protect. I mean, Gemma's young. I don't know. Maybe she can be like just play like my companion and my squire, so to speak.
Maybe an apprentice or something of that nature too. Yeah.
Yes.
But Vigo does mention if you would perhaps offer your services to aid them this eve in exchange for a token of Raven kind, I might be able to get us all out of here in the morning.
Well, I think we could do that.
Presumably they'll
Sounds
try
like a
to
plan.
stop you if they knew about it, but we just don't tell them that.
Pardon, Agnoth? Repeat that. I'm sorry.
We just don't tell them about the plan to leave.
Maybe
Yeah, if you don't want to.
I mean, I think it's once a month it gets this bad, right? Or however long it takes for this moon to go around.
I mean, even if we agree to like meet with the general or recoup with them the next day after the undead have been dealt with, hopefully we'll be gone by then, and it's not our problem.
Vigo kind of gives you a little wry smile and nods a bit when you say that.
Insight check, please.
Sure. What would you like to insight it for?
I want to see if he thinks that we can't escape.
No.
Or that-
He likes the captain's plan to not even inform him of
Okay.
anything. Once you get the token of Raven kind, as a mist walker, Vigo can activate it and get you all out of there without even mentioning to him.
Gotcha. So he's super pro that plan. Don't
Yes,
tell
that's
them.
why he gave him the smile
Okay.
exactly when he said that. Yeah.
Gotcha. So I flick my tail back and forth, give the captain a big thumbs up to that.
You see Gemma kind of stare at you as the tail pops out, and she kind of looks in awe a little bit.
I smile at her shyly. I'll offer her some of my rations too.
Oh, she's definitely full by now. After
Okay.
everyone giving everyone the food and stuff, they're both very. I mean, again, even though they've was definitely most likely a fitful sleep, you can tell that they're still on the verge of exhaustion.
If I had more spell slots, I'd fix them up, but they're just gonna have to, with only level 3 and down, they're just gonna have to be exhausted.
When would you like to head out? Vigo says.
If it's going to take a couple miles to get there, we need to be there to prep before the undead get there, yeah?
Yes, and of course, speak with one of the captains.
No time like the present.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Vigo kind of look over at look in the Minotaur's direction.
Yeah, Captain. What's that?
He says, I do not mean to offend, but we did not get much rest. Is your pet only for you, or might
No.
we ride it
Please.
to get a bit of rest for the travel?
Yes. This thing needed a purpose. That's why it's here. Das Horse will take you.
Das Horse.
Oh, Devana's really happy that the horse has a name now.
Its full name is Das Dead Horse, but it also just goes by Das Horse.
And Gemma kind of looks at her dad, and he kind of nods, and she kind of walks quickly over to Minerva and grabs Minerva's hand and kind of holds on to Minerva.
Yeah. Well, I'll help her up onto the horse.
As you go to help her up, she kind of grasps you on a hug.
All right. Oh, darling. It's all right, sweetie. You're welcome.
You hug her back. As you do, you kind of like, kind of pick her up or whatever there, and she kind of starts to fall asleep on your shoulder.
Oh my goodness. Well, she's a tired one, but I don't know how long I can hold her.
All right.
If you want to pass her back and forth as you travel, or put her up on the horse eventually, that's up to you. Totally up to you. But she is definitely relaxed and sleeping.
Oh, that's good. Well, if her father gets up on the horse, or
Yes.
hold her up on there.
With Doss's help, he would definitely get up there. And if you want to pass her up there, totally, he will kind of sit her backwards to hug him as she sleeps. And you see him kind of take some of the leather from the reins and such like that, kind of secures himself to where he can kind of rest as the horse trots. Obviously, the horse is going to follow whatever commands Doss gives it.
Try to stay in one piece until we get to our destination.
All right. And shortly after mid-morning, around mid-morning probably, you're able to obviously having had your morning meals and stuff like that, getting your gear together, getting them on the horse, or the undeath skeletal horse, whatever. You start making your way north across the lands of Falkovnia. Let me go ahead and double check, make sure we have some light here. Oh, we don't need dynamic lighting.
If he's able to talk about it as we travel, I would like to ask him who Kaladast is and how he knows of him.
Kaladast, he does inform me that Kaladast is a necromancer, that when he found out that Vigo was a mistwalker, that he wanted to basically take Vigo and his daughter, Gemma, to see if she had any such powers, to see if he could find a way to harness them himself.
Right.
He says most likely, he does ask you where you encountered Kaladast.
So where we what?
Where you encountered Kaladast? Where was it? Where were you? Clop, clop, splitter, clop, clop.
Yeah. It's like a land called Kryn.
I'm not sure how he would have a tie to that land. But we'll find out where that tie might be after an ad break, because we have an ad break coming up here in just a little bit. So feel free to stretch your legs, use the restroom, grab some snacks, etc. And we will see you on the other side of the ad break and see where or how Kaladast was able to get to Kryn. So please stick around. We'll be back in just a few. All right. We're back on this side of the ad break. Oops, what is going on there? Oh, there we go. I've got to have my closed caption opened on another browser there. But yes, this is the land of Valkovnia. They kind of describe the area to you as you're traveling. The crossroads were down here, a little bit farther. It's about a mile or so, 5 miles to Lakar. And you make your way, of course, through Silvervass, a ruined area as well. And what were you mentioning you wanted to talk about as you were traveling?
Oh, just that now that we're out of Kryn, I'll have a conversation with Doc about how heavy the crown of captaincy is when you're leading a group through your land. I get it. It's really hard.
Are you from this land?
So you asked Vigo that?
I'm captain enough to where, like, pretty much I'm captain any place that you're not from. So
Yeah. Josh just sort of gives just stares, like, sort of without expression, and then there's like that really slow smile of someone who's just like does not agree with you at all, but it's just like,
right. I get it. It really makes you think. I have a passive perception of 10, by the way. Anyway, moving on.
So as you're traveling, Vigo does suggest going outside the area of Silvervass. That area is, there are groups of fractious survivors that kind of claim sections of the small city's ruins that scavenge and skirmish throughout the territory and resources that they're unified in their commitment to silence. So they do not attract notice of the undead or zombies that roam the countrysides. And whoever makes their home in the ominous Dekovian palace that overlooks the ruins. So you kind of make your way a little bit to the east of that, and you're able to get back onto the Silver Way, making your way up to Lakar. Occasionally, you do note from the trees to the east and to the west the force of torches to the west, and the Vigila forest kind of to your east. You see undead kind of roaming inside the pines, not coming out into the light of day. And every once in a while, we're able to stop, take a small, not a short rest, but like a little respite as you're traveling if you wish, or you can continue on. But as you get closer, you do pass an area. Let me double check. See that I have that. Yes, I don't. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Oh, oops. Sorry. Well, that wasn't very helpful in any way whatsoever. That's not cool. I guess that would be in some. Let's just do it this way then. My apologies. Sorry, you keep seeing that extra. I usually keep an extra tab open on the side, which I didn't do tonight. So I'm just going to leave this one open over here. My apologies. As you are getting closer to the city, a couple of miles out, you pass what appears to be an ancient tower. And even in the daylight, about midday, as you get to this area, you still hear ominous wailing and howls coming from the tower that Vigo mentions is known as Willow Watch. He just knows of the location. He has no idea what is in there. But as you're chatting with him, traveling to the car, you mentioned, I don't know, how much do you talk about what you're doing with Vigo at all? Do you mention anything about the rod? Do you mention anything about your mission? Do you mention anything about what you're doing in Kryn?
Speaking for myself, I think the fact that he's a Mistwalker, we would kind of like, we're not from here, but we're aware that we shouldn't be sharing our secrets. So I would be intentionally vague and lay it out there that like I have to be vague. Sorry.
Gotcha. No. He definitely understands.
Yeah.
Was there any?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just wondering how Kaladast would be able to reach you in this other realm that's outside of the domains. Is there any pertinent evil?
Oh, there's some great evil out there.
Might that evil be
Plenty of
connected to the domains? What is the great evil from this land? What is this realm again you call Kryn? Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes. The great evil there is the Dragon Queen herself, and some other minions that we have defeated on many occasions.
Not heard of this Dragon Queen.
Well, we're dealing with a bunch of undead there, too.
Yes, more immediately, there were lots of undead.
Who? I don't believe that Kaladast would control them. Who would be in charge of them?
Yeah, so Kaladast is not is or is not like a necromancer?
He is a necromancer, but I'm not sure how he would be able to escape the mist. He is not a mistwalker.
If you're not a Mistwalker, but you find one of the talismans that you mentioned, are you able to still use it, or is that not enough?
There's some that can, yes. But I'm not sure how he
Maybe.
would have obtained one to make it to your realm. Is that your realm? Yes?
Yes, it is my realm in sorts.
There has to be some other evil tied there that Kaladast would be able to link to somehow.
I wonder if it has to do with the cultists and their ritual. I mean, kind of vaguely mentioning.
The place that we were in was under the command of Lord Soth, wasn't it?
As you say that, his eyes grow wide and he stares directly at you, Agnoth.
Oh,
And he looks back over to Das. Is this a great evil from your realm?
Oh yes, he is a terrible, terrible, terrible scourge on the land.
Time must work differently because I have heard of Lord Soth's name. Sometimes dwells in the land domain known as Barovia.
Really?
How strange.
Ross, do you know of any stories of Soth going from place to place?
No, although Soth is not. Soth only recently re-emerged, and where he was or what he was doing is unknown.
That is the only way I could think that Kaladast would be able to connect to your world. Perhaps he was able to meet with Sauce and find some sort of way to get himself to Kryn, but why would this person you call... And you see him kind of still a little wary. He's gotten a few cat naps along the way as you traveled, but you can definitely see that just thinking about it has kind of dimmed his mind a bit. And he's like, well, we are not too far from Lakar. And as he mentions that, you do look up and you note that Lakar itself as you're getting closer. You can see the lake. You see off in the distance, maybe about half mile or so away. You can see the waters across the barren land. Perhaps maybe some sort of lake. You definitely can. Doesn't look like a blue lake of sorts. Perhaps maybe more of a greenish color as you get closer. And you can see that the city walls definitely bear the brunt of undead invasions. You see many fortifications all around the outside. The walls themselves of the city are about maybe perhaps 30 to 40 feet high. You definitely, as you get closer, you also see lined along the path towards the city's gates a number of figures, corpses that have been impaled on rather tall spikes that kind of line the way. And Vigo whispers, that is those that are disloyal to the Talons. There's only one punishment, and that is impalement.
Disloyal did they deserve?
It's hard to explain. The fear that General Vladeska Drakov has against the undead has made her extremely paranoid. And
That's
casualties.
unfortunate. There's few enough people here without us killing each other.
Yes. The casualties continually stack up during the zombie sieges, but perhaps tonight you might be the miracle that the city seeks. The people's numbers do dwindle, but they continue to soldier on. You also note that there's piles of charred corpses. I mean, like that have been charred, perhaps have been there for a while. And Vigo also relates that the Falkovnians burn the dead after the zombie incursions. And they repair whatever they can. And of course, a lot of times people, when the incursion's over, once a month on the new moon when it happens, some people try to flee the city. And he kind of points up to the impaled figures as you kind of make your way through this dreary, gruesome path to the city's gates. And as you get closer, you note there's also some corpses that are impaled on the walls of the city itself. Go ahead, Friendly.
I was just going to ask how close to nightfall it seems.
It's about midday right now.
Okay, so several hours.
Yes, probably at least, judging on the time, kind of, especially with Das's ability with their labyrinthian sense and such, and with all of you being very traveled adventurers, kind of getting a sense of time as you travel. Probably nightfall's about 7 hours away, maybe 7, 8 hours away.
Okay. Onward and starting to look for any sign of like guards or people who might be.
So how are you carrying yourselves? Yes, as you start to approach, how are you carrying yourselves?
I would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Das.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'll be straight out in the open. I will be wearing my full regalia, expecting a warm welcome if this is such a warrior's.
Now, what Salamic knight armor are you wearing?
It's a kind of combination that Das made for himself that has symbols of all three.
Okay.
Because why take one when you can have all three?
Fair enough. So you're kind of in the front, very same marching order you had there with Blink and Das in the front. You're the horse off to the side carrying Vigo and Gemma. If you wanted to kind of linger back towards where like Minerva and Devana are, you can. But you do hear, you do note soldiers up on the battlements right now as it is. And a few of them have some spy glasses out and stuff like that. And as you are starting to wander your way through the road lined with the impaled corpses of traitors, as it were. You do hear a voice call out, "Halt!
Greetings.
You come to join the Talons?"
We come to join your. Sure, why not?
Well, I've come to help tonight, at least.
Yeah.
You see one of the figures that's up on the battlements that has one of the spyglasses kind of whispers over, "Where are you from?"
We hail from distant lands. But if you are in need
More
of such
fancy?
fighters, a little bit further than that. If you need decent fighters, you need not worry where it come from.
"Hold on. Let me get the captain." And you see the figure kind of whisper to one of the other guards that are up there and runs off. "State your names," the other person says as they're waiting for this captain figure.
Dostron de Besed, otherwise known as Das the Blessed, herald of the returning gods. Next. Can you top that?
I am Captain Renly, and these are the 10 eel. And I include Vigo and Gemma in that now, so maybe the math's a little bit more.
That's a little bit closer.
Closer.
Yeah, you're up to 9 figures in the group. Well, 10 with Blink's Echo, so there are 10 of you now. With the Undead Horse and Vigo and Gemma and Blink's Echo, there's 10 total in the group.
Stretching it.
But as you go through and introduce yourselves, your names, at least you don't have to give out anything specific. You can give like just your normal name, your first name, whatever. And shortly after, you see the massive gates made of hardened stone, wrapped here and there, patchworked with sheets of metal put up on them. You see the gate one of the gates kind of opens a bit. As it does, you can see just beyond those of you with your high passive perceptions of at least 15 or higher. You can see that there's a massive portcullis behind the gate, the stone gate doors, and you see a figure kind of right out, and you see a few of those other soldiers marching out towards your group. And you do see an opposing figure kind of on the back of a horse, you see the horse definitely bears scars from fighting as well. And it's a massive war horse. The figure on the back wearing burnished plate armor. And you can see what parts of his open skin that you can see here and there definitely bear battle wounds, older battle wounds, the scars and such like that. And you see him kind of pull up his visor and takes his helmet off. And you see kind of raven hair kind of drop down the sides of his face as he has a fairly thick but not very long beard. You see like a kind of like a lightning. I don't want to say lightning like Harry Potter, but like a jagged scar across the whole of his face. And he goes, "I'm Captain Vandal Warblade, Captain Warblade. You do not look as if you are people from the countryside. Why are you here?"
We're here because we heard there's some undead that need killing this evening.
We're here to help. And maybe get something in return.
And when you say that, we say when you're here to help, he kind of looks at you quizzically. And then, of course, you say, "Well, perhaps for something in return." And you see him kind of like a look upon his face come across as like, of course, that's what he was waiting to hear. He says, "What is that?" And he points to the war horse.
I knew this was gonna be. It is a. It is a mode of transportation. Under our control, of course. Or, tamed by us, rather.
Hmm. If you
We
control
can
the
throw-
undead, then it might be a very powerful ally this eve.
Yes. And we can throw a blanket over if you need to keep the people in the way, out of the,
No,
Thus-
do
thus
not do
horses
so.
Okay.
It says it might bolster the morale of the soldiers.
I suspect, given the decorations around here, the people are not so easily intimidated.
He kind of gives you a little bit of a nod, and you see the corner of his mouth kind of in a slight smile. Says, "Follow him with the soldiers and follow me." And you see him turn. As he turns his head, you see his raven hair still coming down from the sides, but the back part of his head is completely shaved. And you note on the back of his skull, the back of his head, is a tattoo, massive tattoo of the shape of a bloody falcon. And they take you inside the city walls. As you get inside the city walls, looking about, you have you see fortifications everywhere. You see places that have been repaired multiple times. Obviously, you see townsfolk busying away, working on defenses, fortifications. You see children carrying water back and forth between the different areas as well. You also see, as you pass through certain areas, you see tents and such of groups making plans here and there. And you finally come to a tent near one of the sections of the city, more towards the western side. And you see the Captain Warblade kind of dismount his horse and kind of motions for you to follow him into the tent. And he nods to the soldiers, the group of soldiers that were with him kind of were marching on the sides of you. And then as you got into the city, kind of fell in behind you, and he kind of dismisses them, and they all run off to do whatever they need to do before the evening approaches.
DOS having been through sieges or similar things.
Oh yes,
before,
you have.
Yeah, at this point, this DOS I think only knows Vogler and maybe a little bit of Calaman, not the full siege.
Yeah. Oh, you were definitely there at Vogler, yes.
He will busy himself helping them in preparing for.
Well, he
cleaning up
does.
the very-
He actually asked you to come into his tent first.
Oh, that's so boring. No, just kidding. All right, yes, we'll go. Yeah.
Well, you kind of
Not that
presented
kind of
yourself, as their leader at first, so he definitely. And you are kind of imposing with your plate armor, all this stuff like that. He comes in and says, "Well, I can see you're seasoned adventurers. There's no doubt of that. I'm not going to do anything to try to coattail you into serving the Talons. That would be a waste of my time and a waste of our resources. Let's just talk plainly. What is it that you wish in return for aiding us this eve? I'm not going to ask where you're from. That is no consequence. I'm not going to look a gift horse." And he kind of glances over at the warhorse carrying Vigo and Gemma back there in the mouth. But just state plainly, what is it you seek?
Us? He says you're the leader.
Yes. Well, the intricacies of this are things that I leave to those of us more studied in these arcane arts. Minerva, why don't you explain what it is? This thing we are speaking.
Well, yes, but we're looking for a token of Ravenkind, perhaps, and any other interesting artifacts you might have that I might find interesting.
Not sure what they're for, but I might be able to find a token of sorts. And you would agree to help us this eve if that would give it to you as payment?
Yeah, and I mean, if you have anything extra that you would like to pay us with for your gratitude, we'll take whatever you may have. Gold, gems, spell scrolls.
If there are other
things of that
spoils
nature.
to be had.
Yes.
He kind of looks at you all, and then he glances out the opening of the tent because it's not really like a. It's more like a like a wallless pavilion, just basically a tent over you. As you you see rotten stakes that have been put up around. You see like torn parchments of battle maps and stuff, like very similar maps to the map you can see here on the screen, but all ragged and some of them stained with maybe blood, maybe wine, you're not really sure. And looking back over the city of the car, you see the destroyed buildings and again piles of corpses inside that have been burnt and stuff. He says, I don't believe we have much other than this token that you seek for payment.
All right. Well, you might have some like other interesting trinkets, souvenirs, if you will. But yes, this token would suffice, I think.
You can feel free to search the dead.
There we go.
I will warn you, though. If you fall in battle, your body you will burn with the rest of the dead.
None of our party will fall in battle.
He kind of gives his eyes, his eyebrows raised, and he kind of gives you a look of surprise. Says, "That's the type of confidence we could use in the Talons."
Yeah.
He kind of eyes Davana a little bit, perhaps maybe with a bit of respect, but at the same time, you kind of get a sense of cringe, as it were. I guess is the word to describe that in today's terms from him.
I will look confident for a moment, but when I realize he's really checking me out, I will look away quite shyly.
Not like but yeah, in that type
in
of way,
actual,
but more of a
he's checking out my prowess.
Yes, he's like, oh, we could use her definitely in our army, type of thing. And he goes, well, let me show you some battlements. You can make preparations if you wish. We don't have much, as of course, every new moon, our numbers dwindle, as do our resources. But you can do with whatever resources are there and make your own fortifications. Give me a moment. I'm going to go back to our first map, copy your tokens. I'm going to bring you over to the other map.
Mitch, before we start fighting, I have a Channel Divinity question.
Uh-huh.
I am reading Channel Divinity, and
Okay.
it doesn't sound like one Channel Divinity would cancel the other. So, like, if I were to turn undead and then Twilight Sanctuary, would the undead still remain turned?
I don't believe. I believe it would still be turned unless anything says anything about concentration.
No, they're
Because
not.
I know your Twilight Sanctuary doesn't require concentration. I don't think your Channel Divinity Undead Turn Undead would be concentration either. So there shouldn't be a problem with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see saying, if I cast Twilight Sanctuary, casting again would cancel it because it keeps going turn after, like I keep re-rolling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But turn undead, they get the check once. They're either feared and running away or they're not.
Yep.
Like, it's not like I re-fear them every turn or anything.
Yeah, you could use both of them at the same time, yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you should be on the map. You see yourselves over here.
Yep.
You have battlements in front of you. These are some of the ruined buildings here in the car. There's some stairs up to some broken battlements over here. You note there's some other stairs up over here. Can you all see okay on the map? You have your vision?
Yes.
So the undeads are going to come from over here?
Coming from the west, yes. Again, those watching, you are seeing my view. Please do not show or speak of anything in the chat about what you might see on the GM layer. Let me see here. All right, excellent.
And is this weapon usable?
That is broken at the moment. It is a ballista of sorts. You could try to fix it if you want.
Do you think mending would help?
It would take a bit of time. You could mend it. Looking at it, you can easily go ahead and move yourself about the battlements here. You also do note that there's a couple of ropes that you can throw over the walls if need be to descend. Again, the walls are 40 feet high.
I'm not descending, but our my pals might. Yes.
Keep in mind you might want to hold off on casting any pre-spells because they explain to you that when the undead hordes attack, they basically form out of the mists. They're not even sure if this is an area that will be attacked, but they're going to assign you to this location.
Okay. Now, from the night before, when you're saying Renly could see them because of his devil's,
Uh-huh.
is it because they're kind of cloaked in some magical darkness kind of thing, or is it just because?
No,
it's
just
like-
vision distance-wise, because he can see out to 120 feet
Okay.
with double sight.
Make sure that it wasn't something I could try and see invisibility or anything like that.
So if you want to place yourselves as it's getting closer, is there any other preparations you want to do? Do you want to set up any hunter's traps? Do you want to set up anything like that? Do you want to descend down into the ruins of the
Well, I'm casting
outside?
Mage
Okay.
Actually, I have a scroll. I'm going to use it in my scroll.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I might try to make makeshift traps out of whatever scraps
I
of
love
material are around. you
I
know.
mean, literally, there is what type of trap would you like to make?
I'm thinking spike traps, and what's the kind of like anti-cavalry stuff?
Well, you could make like the sharpened sticks and stuff like that, but that would have to be something
Yeah.
down below. As I said,
Right.
these walls are 40 feet high.
We need boiling oil.
Unfortunately, they don't have any boiling oil.
Well, we have ways to get down there, so I think that's probably what I'd do if I have more than if I have, say, an hour or so. I'd want to just try to put together whatever I could down the bottom.
Go ahead and
build
give
back
me
up.
survival checks just for everyone. Let's go ahead and do a group survival check for everyone to see if there's any sort of materials you can find. By the way, Doss, you're still talking as the warhorse. Blink, you're able to find enough materials for maybe to make one like hunter snare trap or something.
All right.
And that's it.
Trying to see what I have. If I have any funsy stuff. It's not my character that has the funsy stuff.
So,
Go ahead,
ahead.
Devana. Go ahead.
Devana would like to just talk a little strategy with Doss. Doss, you have turn undead as well?
I do not.
You do not. Okay, I wasn't
No.
sure. I thought you might have one. Okay.
I would note this, Blink, that the walls are 40 feet high.
Yep.
So you just took 46 bludgeoning damage.
No, he was swapping. I just didn't know how far you could be away from your echo. That's what I was asking.
30 feet, he'll disappear. So if it's 40 feet, I will stay up.
Yeah, he will not be able to be down there then because he would disappear. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to put one trap out. Well, I think I have a hunter's trap in your tokens, your spells and other templates, maybe. If not, let me know. It should be in other templates. There should be a hunting trap. Place that where you would like to place that.
I have some blasting powder. I don't know where we got that, but It says I have some.
You want to place it right
I
there?
have,
I also have a light devourer corpse. I love the things I've collected.
So place yourselves around the battlements so we can go ahead and
Okay.
get this commenced.
I
hey,
can do that.
Agnoth. You know how you and I both like to do the zappity zappity thing?
Yeah.
Maybe if we were on either side, that might be a good idea.
Sure.
Lines from both ways, depending on where they're coming from. I don't know. Blink, also, you're going to be mad, but at one point I might tell you you can't be within 10 feet of me because you will take damage, because I might turn my radiant consumption on. So I'll let you know if that's going to happen.
It's all right. I can take it, sir.
Devana reaches out and taps Blink with warding bond. But don't do that to me, Blink.
You can take it, sir.
There you go. Thanks, Devana.
Just flashes the 30 feet for everyone and just asks them to remember, try to stay within 30 feet of me. And at some point, if it gets really gnarly, I'll put up Spirit Guardians, which is 15 feet. But that's
So you're going
That's
to
all I
pop
really
out, pop out your Twilight Sanctuary before.
no. I was just giving everybody a reference for what 30 feet away from me looked like on the map.
I mean, if you wanted to use it right now and give everyone temporary hit points ahead of time, you can do it because they don't go away until you take a long rest.
How far away are we from the battle?
Like if you want to do it like an hour ahead of where it was nightfall, because you know it's going to happen at nightfall. Because that will give everyone,
Yeah,
that would
no.
allow you enough time to get the temporary hit points, but you wouldn't get the effects of it. Okay.
Yeah,
right, so everyone's
because
positioned
I'd
where
rather
you-
just see it happening. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's positioned where you want to be positioned, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the sun sets, the new moon rises. You start to look out to the west, on the western side of the car, and you see mist rising up. Starts to rise up about 10, 15 feet from the ground. You start to hear moans and groans. All of these types of things just filling the area. As the mist departs, you see forms down below.
Holy.
Oh my God.
We got this. We got this. We
And
got
on,
this.
on that note, we're going to go ahead and call the session for the evening. We will be back next week to go ahead and play through the waves upon waves of undead that our heroes will face here in Falkovnia, the land besieged, the domain besieged by undead. All right, does anyone have anything before we sign off that they want to chat about or talk about?
Well, one thing I do notice is that the spell Dawn is level 5, so that explains some things.
Yeah. A lot of things I would have gone for are higher level. But I think
Minerva's
I
up
think
here.
we got this. We got this.
Minerva's up here, guys.
Where is she?
She's up here.
Minerva, you're more than 30 feet away from me.
But currently, of course, the undead are 40 feet below you on the ground. You also note that all of these figures, we'll deal with the trap. Make sure that we somebody notes that we deal with the trap first, as somebody did place that one trap down there, right? So we'll deal with that at the start. But you do note that each one of these massive ogre zombies have ladders strapped to their backs.
Makes
Yes,
sense.
We totally got this.
Nice. All right. So that's going to be a fun little cliffhanger to leave us at for next week. Again, we will be back next week on Tuesday. What's next Tuesday? The 8th at 7:30 or 8:30 p.m. For some more Vecna Eve of Ruin. This was a fun little thing that we decided. We talked with the players since we decided to go ahead and run. So I wanted to do a horror week tie-in for tonight. So I figured we'd have some fun with Falconia and stuff like that tonight. So thank you all for hanging out this evening. Thank you all, the players, for very much for playing tonight. Again, I will let you know what are the rewards after this battle, which is going to be wave upon wave. We'll see how things go. But I'm going to award you all, since we've talked about this off stream. You'll have go ahead and start your research just in case your characters do survive. Each one of you will choose 3 rare items that do not, from the Dungeon Master's Guide, that do not increase your stats. So get 3 of those ready, prepared, and I will choose one of those 3 rewards that you will get as part of this. Since this is, we are doing Vecna Eve of Ruin as a homebrew game, so this is kind of a little offshoot thing from that, just to have some fun with that. So keep that in mind. Maybe think of that, your little bit of homework before next week. For those watching, thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be back at 11 a.m. for some more, I believe it's Horror Week Day 4 tomorrow. So 11 a.m. Eastern, we'll be back playing some Dead by Daylight, and then we're going to play some more 7 p.m. Tomorrow evening, and then we actually might stream on Thursday. We have been taking Thursdays off recently. We might do an 11 o'clock stream on Thursday. We'll see how things go. But thanks for hanging out. We're going to go ahead and raid over to another channel here very shortly. But of course, thank you all so much. If you check out the social links below, perhaps maybe give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that. Maybe give us a sub on YouTube. It is free to do. You can catch up on the D&D campaigns if you've missed some episodes. Also, if you want to chat with us off stream, click on the Discord link in chat here on Twitch, or the Discord link below in the About Us section to join the Master of Dungeons community Discord server. We can help shape an accepting, caring, and inclusive gaming community. The merch store is also open. Even though it is the beginning of July and Pride Month is over, we always support Pride every day. Check those out in the merch store. Anything you purchase from the merch store would directly help support the channel. But thanks for watching. Again, we'd love all of you. We're going to raid out to another channel. But until we talk again, as always, happy adventuring. So please follow that raid, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye.